What's going on, everyone? It is Friday, and we are back with a brand new history of Signal, aka Duke Thomas. This is going to be a fun one. I don't know very much about this character, so we're going to learn a lot about this character throughout this series. I'm not sure how long the series is going to run to, but this is the first episode and it's been great. I hope you guys really love the Two-Face one. That was super fun to do. I know I got a lot of feedback, a lot of views from that. So definitely thank you to everyone. And as always, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you get notified of all the other great videos. And let me know what you know about Signal. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Is this one of your favorite characters? Is this one that you know anything about? Let me know in the comments. So let's start in. Duke Thomas is a vigilante and a member of the Bat family. He joined the We Are Robin movement and became one of hundreds of civilian teenagers to don the Robin R and fight for their city. Eventually, he would leave the movement and join the Bat family as the vigilante called the Signal. So this is cool. I'm starting to collect the Robin run, so this is going to be fun learning about this in through those comics, and so on. So definitely looking forward to reading more about Duke Thomas. When the terrorists known as the Riddler shut off all the power in Gotham City, the madman challenged the city to get smart or die by natural selection. During what would later be called the Zero Year, Riddler told the city that if anyone could ask him a riddle that he couldn't answer, he would restore power to Gotham. Duke, who was a confident student at the time, began to train his mind with brain teasers in anticipation of accepting the Riddler's challenge. So this is cool. We get to see how smart Duke is. Riddler setting out the challenge, saying, "Hey, if you can give me a riddle and I can't solve it, I'll turn the power back on." And this is another arc, Zero Year. I'm gonna have to definitely check out. If you guys read Zero Year, let me know what your guys' thoughts were on this. Duke and Bruce Wayne met for the first time when the Thomas family rescued the unconscious billionaire. When Hurricane Rainy began to rampage on Gotham simultaneously during the Riddler's plot, thanking Duke for his kindness, Wayne departed to take on the Riddler himself. So that was kind of cool. So this is how Bruce and Duke finally get to meet. And this is a pretty cool little thing on how they meet, and it's Bruce washed up against to where Duke and his family found him during Hurricane Rainy. So that's pretty cool. Several years later, Joker returned to Gotham with an endgame for Batman in mind. Figuring out the vigilante's secret identity, the Joker kidnapped Duke and his family and planned to recreate Bruce Wayne's parents' murder in front of him using the Thomas family. Batman managed to rescue Duke from the murder, but Duke's parents succumbed to the mind controlling gas Joker had released. So we see Joker was planning to do the same thing that happened to Bruce to Duke, and he was going to make Bruce watch this. But Bruce saved Duke from the Joker. Unfortunately, he couldn't save Duke's parents as they came to the mind controlling gas of the Joker, which happens and it sucks, but we get Duke out of this, so that's pretty cool too as well. After the events of Batman Endgame, Duke was placed into the foster system. He became desperate to find his parents after it became apparent that the authorities were not making any progress in locating them. During this time in foster care, he went from an excellent student to having a heavy police file because of all the fights he got into. Because of this, his temporary foster parent, Raymond Mendez, sent him back into the system. So we see Duke had a great upbringing. He was a smart student, and then going into foster care because the police were still trying to find Duke's parents after the Joker. Things just kind of fell apart, and Raymond Mendez, who took him in, sent him back to the system. Leslie Tompkins was placed in charge of the social case and tried to keep him from getting into trouble by reassuring him that the police were still looking for his parents and would find them. In the meantime, she asked him to stop picking fights and try to be respectful to his foster parents. She then placed him with Joanne and Roy Dawson after telling him that the police had found some of the Joker's toxin victims wandering in the sewer system. So we see again Leslie Tompkins makes an appearance in this, and Leslie is in charge of Duke's case, and she's tells him like, "Listen, their police are still looking. They're gonna find him. In the meantime, you just gotta stop fighting and respect the foster parents." And we found out later that the police found some of the Joker toxin victims wandering the sewer system. And that is where we leave off with this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you're notified of all the other great videos. And let me know, what do you think of Duke Thomas so far? What do you know about Duke Thomas? I'd love to hear in the comments. How are you liking the history of this? Let me know. I want to hear all your guys' thoughts. But until then, guys, keep on reading, keep on checking out those Batman titles, and remember, check us out Saturday nights on Gotham City Lights podcast, where we cover everything Batman. You're not going to want to miss this. Till then, guys, hope you have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video later on.